This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
And the Kerm say,
you know, I'm not done.
You didn't go pass it. Transfer, yeah. Arsenal 45 million. Gabriel Jesus.
Fine,
man, no. Na
transfers na be Man U,
yeah,
Chelsea,
yeah,
Juventus, Barcelona.
okay.
I say square no. 4 teams in a room.
Okay.
Ames Jorge Mendes offered Cristiano Ronaldo to Chelsea, and also young Komaba, and they are granted a Malaysia and so I buy any medicals or quarantine training grounds. Ronaldo is happy, on your happy. Preseason or call. Or best started and on started. And Chris on your happy with the line of players at Manchester United a pair. Dembele Atena Ketuano, so Wajatum so better now. Memphis Depay is not happy because what is a basa person moton. Javi Akachi 6 players say Untimino mo enye a Juma Biu, a Damele Tower renewing a contract. Nicola Zaniolo is set for medicals for Juventus. Cristiano Goitono, the sporting director for Napoli. Diego Armando Maradona Jr. Enena Casa. Senka at least they are missing a number 10 in an Italian call it the Fantasista in the setup in the Como de Palo de Bala Bank and your bad cry. Manchester United coach Nakachi the place and say backward passes on Piebu on the team sideways passes on Piebu on the team. You know, you hear a push pass, and I said direct pass. And on that and you know, transfers. I made certain rumors and stories. I go so the Italian Serie A, the Spanish La Liga, the English Premier League, and other sectors. And I do know idea.
Okay, it's Yanka Jamum. Na Yanjay, yeah.
You know, I made shots here from FC Barcelona. Na Yanyan in TS Barcelona Nisika. But why I know what to say player we call Barcelona. I know what to say player we call Barcelona. Yedi kaka say omoko ye meeting say omoko pesika na omoko ton omo niema ni bi na om de aba be pesika kakra de aba the transfer market ya chichi mo ha bebe the merchandising and the visual display na no aba say omoko ton omo nya 178 million euros omo de ba into the market abranti e fe ne Bernardo Silva ena nkra aba ne chiri ma waka yes e de a chichi me fe ne FC Barcelona na abranti ne yes awaka de a FC Barcelona no so oba bi pimo Manchester City a boy done so ni 80 million pounds. Ya chiremu ha say January nim and Barcelona mpanimfo be PM e Manchester City. So mo ba be fa branch e fe Ferran Torres. Into oba no mo ne Bernardo Silva bonkomo e no ka say season ni ba wi a obeba be si akan e de abeti me fe FC Barcelona. Wa order ne penny and as an agent e fe no George Mendes say oni Barcelona mpanimfo e monkomo. You know Barcelona for the omunya Bernardo Silva mo pe. But again, that 80 million pounds no Barcelona are ready. So mo be kwa kotua for Abrantia ye fe no Bernardo Silva na. The contract ne be end 2025. Inti aka 3 years on the contract ne so. The situation no enye kale di Koulibaly mu die ni bi. Obeka saka 1 year antisika bi ade be ko bi omo be no. 3 years left on his contract. And no man ye ding for team friend FC Barcelona. So mo be nya Abrantia fe ne Bernardo Silva. Barcelona ho abiu and enkra aba ne say Abrantia ye fe the Memphis Depay. So wo hwe season ba wi a on the top scorer for FC Barcelona with 12 goals in the Spanish La Liga. Na eno enkra ba chiri mu a se sika sem ho ayedin. Se Barcelona benye sika so omde kwa fa Abrantia fe Jules Koundé from team ye fe ne Sevilla. Eti Barca pesa omo fa Abrantia fe ne Memphis Depay. Omo rating 25 million euros. Na omo de na aka omo de sika aka ho which is 45 million euros. Now, Baba 70 million euros. Carlos Videjo Menchi, a demanded from Team FN Barcelona. President Castro Mu, a demanded from FC Barcelona. No, I'm the Akako Far Brantia, your friend Jules Koundé. No, Babi Siakadiama Barcelona. Memphis Depay, believe we say Barcelona have not been fair to him because check the performance. I brought free Leon by now. You know, as a Barca player, no more than the coin from team, no, the Nakwakufa player, but being the top scorer of the side, no, I don't only player, and also more than a coach, so Mokako Jubi the number. But let's not forget, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is available. Barcelona in the market for Robert Lewandowski. Dembele issue waka so after accepting so better 40% no if in the salary no so no and clear banachima. Dembele is set to stay. No decided so better now. Obama see the first days of the Barcelona preseason. And you know, so we share into the market now. Be say teams now no ready for a brand and Dembele no. They've been quiet. Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain. So it looks likely. Such a Dembele ebeko baby and try na sa kwa FC Barcelona na or tsena. But Obama see the first side of the preseason. And on crowd so free over. Javia catches 6 players. 6 pound no child no one to no munya juma bill. Wakacha Brantia Fede Neto. Wakacha Samuel Umtiti. Waka Clement Lingley. Oscar Migueza. You know, Ricky Pook. All these players no catch almost said I be. A few juma dino pes who didn't dear. Sam Ranche we almost see Academy FC Barcelona no. You know, Untimino munya juma bill. All these players. So Clement Lingley, the days I had numbered after Tottenham Hotspur and knock it doors now for a very long time. And the game time now minimal. Neto enya bina Oscar Migueza, you know, a young lad. No be any said the body one better any, but just another said the body one is so any. Ricky Pug was sensational, and one of the players tipped to replace Javi in the Barcelona midfield. But Sawasha, Gavi, any Abranti I fed the Pedri, and even Nicolas Gonzalez Ababe Sane home. I'm an impecking order. Baby Abranti and Ginano, Genoa, and other say Ojina ye. In Tianyama says Javi Hernandez Cruz, the coach of the side. Adiatum says up 6 players we mu there. Genoa untimini omunyajuma. Well, it's good news for those players. Samuel Umtiti, after winning the World Cup, is here to leave up. And I hope and pray. So all these players have been very teams and they might beat me akuyi Ediama, to my friend FC Barcelona. Rafinha deal no dear Genoa. Yente hun sembia bi sine. Eda so konkonho. Obi a twen deku so the final issues ne beba. Chelsea twen deku so the final issues ne beba. Na ene matimi akuyi Ediama. Now so ko Italy. And no na open a friend Jorge Atun. See or no nya call from Cristiano Gortino. He's the sporting director for team friend in Napoli. Onya call say oh Napoli na brand your friend Paulo Dybala and ka omo pe. Intin hun sem etisen. The man ko esa course we open ya friend Diego Armando Maradona Jr. ne ba no yenim the link up Maradona ewo with Estadio San Pauli and how in recent times Oman name stadium no by Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. And Tinebane say, oh, Argentine call the number 10 this normal retire. Eka Omaka Somoka Hemis Rodriguez Aba, Omantina and Fana Madia. Now it is the turn of Paulo Ezequiel Bruno Dybala. So the Hokadia Omobe Fana and Kwaba Bisaka Diama, 18 FN Napoli. Because there is Mertens Seko, Laizo is Senya and Soko. So the 2 key figures, the 2 faces of Napoli, no, Omina Ekodia. Ababeka Brante fen Vito Simon and Kalidi Koulibaly in Kwan. But it feels with the connection on more with the Argentines, no, come in Paulo Dybala and Kanyama Bekuyi. But you know, 6 million euros a year. And Paulo Dybala and the agents decided so more budget. Napoli was says he can't almost the bed Kwakofa Dybala Abana and no Nensama El Coso. Similar so share so Mobefa Brante fen Paulo Dybala. Nan kono so abisia kan dia momo but you know and wages na na ye den for Milan and Camara na ba abisia kan o Champions League next season there come nya Dybala nke ye the best but sikasema kwa a problem ene Paulo Maldini hwe so di Van Zapata so be free Atlanta so di naba ni nyina kwa ye sikasema Milan ete ho ade no a omuni ska om de be come market akofa these players amoma be add up to the setup na Champions League next season ene matimi akoyi Juve ede bibia agree on Nicolas Zaniolo say on Mra Medicals. E ho abio omo hwete Federico Bernardeschi ebeka akopie mu osabia because monchi ni Bernardeschi akasa say impecking order so onya bi more next season dia omra no mepie mu ho ono de ombe man more chance amana timi asia kan e de ama e ho abio e na Matthias de Ligt Chelsea the 46 million euros e de call last week Juve rejected anyade so my ready says can omo beje already yedi ka kire mu ha se Juve pay 90 million euros. Abrante any release clause 120 million euros. And only sika a release clause but Juve se see ababi omogina dia. Omo hwe 90 million euros. Chelsea yedi ka the first offer aba, omo reject offer no. And Kerm from Chelsea say Genoa, omo ready. So omo betimi akwa top offer no with 70 million euros from Abrante Matthias de Ligt. Juve for already omo line up a replacement. Into omo so aba be pay more Arsenal. So mo pe abrante friend Gabriel, the left footer player on abrante friend Ben White is here kind of Arsenal so na more price. So am I ready? So mo be cash out on Gabriel for 46 million euros. And on enkra a free AGV any Arsenal de ni mo ba. Nti ni na Chelsea bet top or more fa no normally sika ni bi akọ ka ho and you will be ready to sell because abrante na ma mpanimfo nya naso say why you o maso 3 say nya de so bet na bobuko ni bio. So it up to Chelsea. So mo betimi di sika ni bi aka ho na ma akọ fa abrante na de na ba. Now Arsenal Lisandro Martinez eno no sa ma unya arehwem bi say na chese Juve pushi kakra bi a omo betimi anya abrante a ye friend Gabriel because the difference between the two and they say Lisandro Martinez the otimisa body your friend number 6 na hold you know and otimisa boss central defense or a left footer player at say the Gabriel Eyana but on that same scale Manchester United and so pesa abrante no so mra emisi aka fam omo yenya ntie so obisika obide koye no ayasa reject but Arsenal are still in the market searching so omo beti anya abrante no amuna ba be si akan e dia matima your friend Arsenal Gabriel Jesus the Gabriel Genoa you can't say bebre e dia fa ho you can what he brings on board you can a level of experience and the quality our babe add up to the Arsenal setup and if you followed him from under 17 e the babe see Palmeiras under 23 the main national team Manchester City in the Premier League, FA Cup, the EFL, and the Champions League. He is a player that you can rely for goals. He's a player that you can rely on him for his versatility. He's a player that you can rely on him for his creativity. Or I did a lot, and he gives options to any setup of Messi Akandiyama. Inti yeche say Mikel Arteta with that connection. Nothing as no, Genoa. And also betting me are banging in the goals, no, for team friend Arsenal in the absence of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and then Abrantia. Your friend Alexander Lacazette. So Washa Edin Katia in their preseason game about hat-trick at their moment. But Gabriel is an established player and when he's there, he's up to start. In here, we wish all the best and we hope send him a bit me akuyi nansen Brazilian players now move in the Premier League. I can copy more Arsenal in Nkoye. Willian, David Lewis and Nkoye in Famomo. But I'm expecting say Gabriel beat me as San Yemum for my friend Arsenal. And Arsenal quest to be in the top 4, which is very, very tight. Which is very, very cagey. It is not easy for Arsenal to be in the top 4. But also, Modibo last season in the press now the Jesus presence in Babakawa. We hope that Arsenal should be competing for the top 4.
Gabriel Jesus for Arsenal. Bernardo Silva, so person called Barcelona. Dear neighbor.
Do you know Bernardo Silva the end Mintiase? Because or not there, the Pia Bobby.
Yes.
The Pia Bobby. He's a fair choice player.
Yeah.
Otimibo on the left, Otimibo as false 9, Otimibo as number 10. Minima de Kuntia Bernardo Silva Pesoko because Barcelona cannot offer him better deal than Berbia or no.
Yeah.
The contract I got 3 years. Until I'm surprised Bernardo Silva want to move Akache Hui Mendes. So on the Barcelona and penning for Nkasa. You name Sir Pep on so Akache and said this is in the Obama Jagrelish aboard Janet Dia. We are not aware. But I'm so surprised. It is the only transfer dealer. Me also so surprised. For Jesus Obiati as here because the position in the national team, Genoa will lose. Matthias Kuna after the Olympics and more games in attack. Richarlison and more games than Jesus because Oko 18 games without scoring for Brazil. Until the last game that he played against Japan and at Genoa, Obaya Obeshegu. And in that game, he Obaya gave him the ball on the right side of the attack, a friend number 7. Until he needs more playing time, and with the presence of Ellen Holland, Genoa, the games will be minimal. Until also a baby because it's a World Cup here, baby almost free battle. You have champions in the Premier League in Jejo. So I see a pair among the quality, the great, the top players. Almost say account for the Caraniha. You need to be part of the World Cup. Now, best earlier the World Cup. The last World Cup was a disaster for him. All the games are boiling now. And she go back after launching as the top scorer for the Brazilian national team in the World Cup qualifiers. Jesus pay more playing time to be part of the team and the contingent for the World Cup. And I'm going to move from Manchester City to my friend Arsenal. But for Bernardo Silva Jr., only Obi only competing in midfield. Season HRC, oh boy, yeah, and for me, he was my best player for the Manchester City side. Okay. Kevin De Bruyne about the last minute, and if you know De Bruyne, and in recent time, it is about goals. Into the brand the goals the basa the ayam pon no be the brand. But the real deal for the Manchester City team for me was Bernardo Silva. Into January you the crow. On Tichinchina or say or Kobatsu na Kwakusi akan. Sen kunye be more than Kentiasio. But this is a starter. This is a player that I have shot in a certain position within the setup, and we are so surprised to see him so Kusi akan for FC Barcelona.
Yemshe Ronaldo Diane Kakra, Tony Cascarano say a Messi factor in India. UEFA Champions League goals. I say 141,
Yeah.
125, 141.
Yeah.
Next season, Manchester United among count. Paris Saint-Germain says he has 13 to 14 games in a Messi beat my ball. Into why we are now catch up and as a BT record no crowd. No, no, copper up baby. Yeah, but Champions League now. Sardina.
No.
Tony Cascarano say no.
David, and
No. The bad
Hey, Ronaldo. So na the package or the theories and what you ever rely on is the Champions League. I agree. Say any goals unkwa, but you see Ronaldo in Europa is a downgrade. Moreover, after moving from Real Madrid, Juventus, Manchester United, the European career and say netie FM kwa na oko. Juve the best performance for Ronaldo in the Juve setup was the game against Atletico Madrid. After that scoring hat-trick on the Federico Bernardeschi game no. From that time, in the European stage that we are who Ronaldo built, and only for about Manchester United. Watch him against Villarreal. Watch him against Atlanta. Super performance for the Man United. But you know, the team continued to move from bad to worse. Team no Sherivegia and Koyem from Man United. Now, at the end of Man United, about back, about competing, not in the Champions League alone, but other titles are Ronaldo per se. Nidi will still be in the system for him to be paired among the top quality players in the market. For him to be part of players, barely storm some more per Ballon d'Or. And some Manchester United be competing so well in the Premier League and Europe as well. But you know, I am here. United, Manchester City are for Ellen Holland after winning the Premier League and playing in the semi-final of the Champions League. Liverpool playing the final of the Champions League. Second top scorer winning the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Darwin Nunes Ababekano. But what is the state of Manchester United now? United for the cease. And to see a Pahoharia will be their cover players about no about the bomb moment me compete with the very best because Tottenham was by a year cano. You know, Omakofa Richarlison so about become team in home. Omakofa Bisuma so about become team in home. Until all these teams are Omudi United and Nimuno. Oma add the quality in the market and upgrade of players are Omudi Oma become team no or more expected to move team and be a Gina ye. Ronaldo and Onon kwa de born into me put United and for Munko do baby or Muduno. But Eric Ten Hag aba and you know look at the players all pay. Onon kwa players are all paid apart from Malaysia our bay. A former Ajax players and players who play for Ajax. Again, what is the stake of United in the market? Yatisa omu kopewe, yatisa omu kopewe, yatisa omu kopewe. But you know, as it stands now, say Utien cry free Barcelona ever from Saturday the Babis now. One Laporta say Abrante friend Frankie Dion, you know, only baby yako.
Okay.
Again, there are issues in the market. Say Frankie Dion ntini sika no so no ntana. Abrante na dia kwa kotuga. So no Barcelona no won in the niche. And you don't see Manchester United pushing. Why no what say Omedi nkomo and verbally they've agreed to sign the player. And Ronaldo share teams no more competing now. United first signing shouldn't be Malaysia. It should be Frankie Dion, it should be Anthony. These are quality materials and upgrade that you expect them to add a lot to the United setup. It should be Christian Eriksen, it should be Paulo Dybala. But who any of these players are Omobabe added to the United setup. Okay. And Ronaldo Sancha, again, coach now was Banas compared to the coach that he has worked with. I agree he's a better coach than Ralph Rangnick and a better coach than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But compared to coach is a boy Ronaldo man who winning lorries, no. The coach doesn't come close to any of them. Into transfers, no, for me is the real deal. And no, Ronaldo I reluctant. No, decided to move from United because you know there's no hope.
Club bang and a bit me any Ronaldo a year Juma. Pandits and say a bad thing say club before Ronaldo night must say into the Bessia and say Obekono ko twa ne loveless marriage in so. Oh, Manchester United. Loveless yes. Marriage.
Yes.
Our rare odonim. So our baby odonim.
Be a good.
A good, but I'm down to the Bushia Becca, the outsiders Becca, they are sorry for Becca, the one for Beccantino. Onye baby am no team sa no bre.
Ada pa be pack in car watch there no I saw e kon no team watch
team-
chat. O chat be 5 hours.
Oh yes. If it's an opaya program or team sa.
So be coffee.
On aduane ni ade na team na ehwe no di wa ya. Udum so ni ndi je.
GPA and
Was
so
air conditioning from anopa.
No,
No team ni didi. Sa wa no adaka kra. We are not sorry. No no su no adaka kra. Oh, gosh. A problem. Loveless marriage. Son friend.
you know Ronaldo
Uwa na ni je nyina so be pie frifie.
omo ma ware the ben 95% sanity. Ronaldo.
Their statistics.
Oh, that's it. You on form. Okay, man. Madam for you know that the pure na iri na TV. Opon adwuma na okofi.
Yen ka se video we dey.
Me wa adwuma mu a silver. Me wa adwuma mu a silver.
One na you dey so no ya to no ko.
You know me wa adwuma mu a frame say oba.
Yeah.
And I say na say wa pon wo yan kofi. David. And I say I dey worry dey on kofi. Oh, me dey opekasa do. Odu fi. O worry here ni 2 months. Me dey opekasa do. And I'm saying, oh, do fear no. And then that's when need traffic move. And then that's what about them. Oh, phone call man for all the cats are better and they say my set time. Because 7 o'clock.
Be had the reason.
Maybe I know, you know,
be had Ronaldo. Back.
You know, Mumu was scam with the
loveless marriage.
No, Mumu the most scam with the Ronaldo. But in Maka, Bayern will not pay 385 plus add on for Ronaldo. 500. And Kamune ne Bekonsa, Luther Matthias, Didi Herman. And you want to see Ronaldo Bekonsa. And you know, a Chelsea will score in their funnel. Manchester City will score in their funnel. But you know, none of these teams and they're ready to cash on Ronaldo.
Your best come back to Manchester United. Our enemy.
No, you know, our Ronaldo can push for United to sign players. He's a big man, he's a big boy.
Okay.
And you know, bet me a pushy for leadership on some signing players.
The one who said, "Kono beso kono nye genuine said that."
You know, na Ronaldo no. Or to train Rangers money Man United players on your point, and a players ne catch the Ferguson say, Aquana and any ball, but still to into Munko Fanamra.
Okay.
So the big players in Manchester United at that time,
okay.
And about Ronaldo be people Man United, he can do same because you know Man United I really saw omu betu ya, but omu twetwe omu na ase do, and omu position na omu gina no, enye team also omu twetwe omu na ase. E o semri kiki na omu didi because omu di omu nim kan. Omu nyina akọ market na akọ for players a omu upgrade aba be come team no. So what is the position of Ronaldo now? Imagine Manchester United say kwa could this season next season another Europa. What will be the stake of Ronaldo now? Okay. Because he's not ready to retire. And you know at the moment how you big na the bia nkoso phone me na wusi aka no na wudin and they said the amount for si rate you no na nso femba na eba. And only the position of Ronaldo now.
Okay. Xavier catch Barcelona. Players in the best 6 on new future of Barca. Umtiti and your mamaka.
You know, some players and the only player that I disagree is Ricky Puig.
Okay.
Now, Oscar Migueza, you know, I will hear more because of more hackrank on mobile. Ufu will say Clement Lenglet, why all the chances in the Barcelona setup, the more the ball of him. Now, a likely so Baba BP more Tottenham was spare because you are Antonio Conte and they are branch and they cast from Rami Siakan. Now, if you look at Obi to say Neto from Valencia to Barcelona, Genoa, or Lusunya Bina, and Nina na Onyini, the coach feels or take on the Sika or Genoa, Nina a waste of money. Now, Oko Bit is Ricky Puig, Genoa. So, what Barcelona made for now or that? You Frankie don't see actually. No, he said you Busquets as actually. He was one player no bien himself. And ka Ata air corner only the player to replace Ata in the setup. But nye Javi Nkwa from Ronald Koeman, Eddie Babi si Javi Hernandez so Pedro Ababi San ho. Nicolas Gonzalez Abisan ho. Gavi is rated and even start ahead of any of these Rodri, Thiago Alcantara, and several players in the Spanish national team. Gavi the end of the end day, Barcelona. The same thing applies to Pedri. So in pecking order, after Frankie de Jong and then Sergio Busquets, all these players are San Bujano. 3 of these players are San Bujano. Into about the 6th choice midfielder for team friend FC Barcelona. So Bernardo Silva about the 7th choice midfielder for FC Barcelona. So what do you expect? A young player that has so much talent to grow. Ohia platform and wakako dane more de bonedi. And you know, Celta Vigo Monesa, Hetefimo, and all those teams are available. I think Sabranti and Ricky Puig will be a better play for him. Javi have not been fair to him, and I think the recent Barcelona coaches have not been fair to him. But what can you say? coach ni so ntimi na nya adwuma Barcelona e also create space na omo keep sika ni bi kakra na omo team dia come market akwa for sika dia ba. And if you look at the game time of any of these guys I have Samuel Umtiti after winning the World Cup, what has been his stake in the game? Injuries. The Master Javi so much Amranti Yakwa. Abranti na the or better TV nation kwa de na memfo so. But what can you say? Barcelona he has some critics and I think it's a good decision from Xavi Hernandez.
Says Arsenal and so a competitive power. How many?
Yes.
For players, other clubs, they need some players and then you know, Arsenal is our teams need competitive power. I didn't know Arsenal attractive, sir.
You know, it's not about just being attractive, but it's about coach, you know, any players in the casa. And so why we players now Arsenal pena, or Monko pay players and Crofone on Bepre who be.
Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah.
Almost only a brepa.
Yes.
Omne Man U ne press
Yes.
player.
Omo betting and Lisandro Martinez option at Man United.
Okay.
The only hope for Lisandro Martinez in Manchester United is that the coach and the coaching team. That is the only hope. That is the only hope.
Yeah.
But we will hope in Arsenal he can play as a centre back, he can play as a left back, he can play as a holding midfielder for Arsenal. Competition for places in Arsenal is easier at Man United. There is no way Manchester United will bench Harry Maguire. Omunye. This is a World Cup year. He's an English boy. He earns a lot. He's one of the most expensive signings in the EPL. Rafael Varane is an established centre back. Wajini Dean at the age of 25 or 3 Champions League. That's how the World Cup. What do you expect from this player? It is a World Cup year. He's the mainstay and a reliable centre back for the French national team. In General, World Cup round France for Okobono. Omo di that's will be where Chile and President Kimpembe. And your Jules Kunde, and your Clement Lenglet, it is Rafael Varane. Injuries are hard if it's over PMO United. But when he is fit, I don't think Eric Ten Hag would drop him and play Lisandro Martinez. And then I'll pay from Lisandro Martinez, a branch of Varane farmer, or per passing, or per tackling. You need a player to set the tone. Harry Maguire is there. And the central defense no more head here, and Lisandro Martinez in pecking or that or back off. Now, about the left side of defense, Malaysia Naba. Look so into HSA. That place is a sure bet, and Alex Telles and Son Koyo Nasuho. Holding midfielder, yes. But the moment Frankie de Jong comes in, it implies Frankie de Jong is going to be the first central midfielder of bet using at the heart of midfield. Into Abrante for Lisandro Martinez, the options in midfield are limited. And no me believe we say Arsenal for general, so I players no more pena. Or more players will be an omunko prehon. Rafinha, Chelsea bar and Barcelona bar and what stars now for some more Rafinha you know. Because Omunim say Chelsea Barcelona in pecking order, you know, Omu the chance ahead of them and they are ready to spend more and Omu attract for those respective players ahead of Arsenal. But for Gabriel Jesus, Ancelotti and a cast or panel, but non issue nti Abrante nti me de enkobo Real Madrid. Chelsea by in the first minute so Omu pen yanti. And Arsenal has been in the news from the very first day till now. Into Jesus, he needs playing time. Chelsea cried you Saba. In as much as or better than those players up front or best starting. There are still competition for places. With the Chelsea setup with Timo Werner and an Abrante FN Cabes. These are national team materials that are also expected to start for the German national team. But for Arsenal, the only competition is Edin Katia, and if you compare Edin Katia to Gabriel Jesus, a mismatch. It's only competitor within the setup. I think Arsenal, you know, Omutimi go into the marketer, fish out for players. It is not just about attraction, but it is about the amount of money ready to spend, and it's about the game time a players from open. Into Arsenal, you know, attractive also attractive those players. And game time for those players, no, are available, and whoever will be ready to start and ready to play.
Okay. Me ba na ma bebusa latest Chelsea transfers. Among for Eddie Bapa latest day na kopa Chelsea transfers. Na ena no pay